There we go. Hi.
Let's start again. Oh. Okay, so let's bear with us one moment. I think we are in again now. So, good evening. Hi, welcome. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu. Oh no. This really is not going well, is it? I need to feed the camera
okay?
over. You didn't even notice that you were talking to a blank screen either. So, yeah. Hello. I really do not know if we're live or not.
Can you see us?
Yes, we are. Okay.
Okay.
I don't like this rushing around. So, good evening. Hi, everyone. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Third time lucky, hopefully. We're independent Stampin' Up demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up products from our online shop. Do use the card host code, which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com, and you'll receive a handmade card from us the following month, or any extra gifts if your order qualifies, which is normally the threshold is £45 or £50 before PNP, and the free gifts contains free gems as well as tutorial bundles designed by Stampin' Glam Squad and the Global Creative Project, which is a PDF and video tutorial bundle. So do say hello as soon as you pop in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and you'll be automatically put into the random draw that we do at the end, and you'll receive the project that we created this evening. Before we do that, we'll say hello as well to those of you who've come in before we do the random draw from our last live stream.
Lots of you so far, so welcome. So we have Janelle, welcome. Hi, Betty, Mandy, Mum, Valerie, Linda, Sandra, Karen, Marion, Debbie, Angelina, let's see, Maureen, Brenda, Susan, Connie, Julie, Anne, Stacey, Catherine, and it's going to jump in a moment. I know it is. Denise, Sherry, Sue. I think that's it. Oh, and then it jumps, and then I think we've got a few there at the end. No, and I think we have got everyone. So,
Cool.
Welcome. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. So we'll do the random draw for this card that I created on Sunday. If you'd love to see how I created this card, check out our channel.
The link for that card is actually above in the comments on the live feed. So yeah, if you've missed it, copy that link and then come back and watch it after we finish.
Yes. So we'll do the random draw for that now.
Lovely.
So good luck, everyone.
Who's it gonna?
Linda.
Congratulations, Linda.
Whoop,
Well
whoop.
done. Oh yeah, details popping up along the screen right now. Message us please, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com with your details. Just so we know that you're happy to receive the card again, please. Thank you very much. Good. So we are going to go down.
Yes.
So Linda.
If you do win, please email us. Don't message us on any other format, because it's just easier to find it on the email.
Yeah, because then I just search winners, and it's just easier to put up all of the addresses. So yes, message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com, and we will pop that in the post to you as soon as possible, Linda.
Yeah.
So
it's only because when I read it when I'm at work, I forget.
If you forget to forward it to me or let me know, and then the notifications disappear in it, but it's just easier to find it on an email. So good. So congratulations, Linda. That card is coming to you. Hopefully you will have somebody that you can share that with. So lovely. Hopefully you wanted a pocket on your card. I can't remember. Can't remember if you're a pocket person or a no pocket person. So great. So sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. You probably heard us muttering away to a black screen, to a intro screen, which was interesting. So I might have to go back and do a bit of editing. So lovely. All right. So we're going to make 2 cards tonight, not 4 cards, 2 cards. Um, and one's going to be a simple one, and this is the one we're going to give away at the end. So if you want to win this card, then get your comments in as usual alongside in the live comment chat. And we will pick a winner for this card, which I'm going to make now, and then we'll pick a winner for the second card I'm going to make, which will be a bit more fancy, on Sunday. And then that's where you leave your comments down below in the description after this video has gone live, or if you can do it now. I don't think you can whilst it's whilst we're on live, but if you can, great. If not, come back and just leave us a comment. So I'm going to make a 10-fold card for this one. I've already cut myself a bit of A4 cardstock here at 10.5 centimeters wide, and I'm just going to cut this at 29.2 centimeters, which is 11.5 inches long. Okay, just go with whatever whatever card bases you work with and your size and measurements. Just adapt it to whatever you use. It just works easier for us. And then I'm going to then score this down the middle here at 14.6, which is 5 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so that there is my card base prepped and ready. Alright, done. I'm just thinking to myself, did I bring over the other bit which I need? No. But I did actually bring a whole packet of paper over, which is whew. So I'm just going to fold and burnish that one right there. So that's how you make a standard 10-fold card. So there we go. I'm going to take myself some, and I've done that on thick cardstock as well, so that's on the basic thick. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some basic white card. I want to make sure I haven't got any in my box already. No, that's not the right size. So, oh yeah, I didn't say what we're at. We're using the Handsomely Suited again tonight. So this is the stamp set which we are using. It's a lot. I'm really enjoying playing it, and there's so much inspiration out there on Pinterest, on YouTube. There's so much out there. So hopefully, with the stuff we're going to show you and the other stuff you're going to see, we'll give you a lot of inspiration here. And it's a great set. So it's obviously, you instantly go towards mail cards, is what you think of making, but you can make yourself, I think, some nice feminine cards with this as well. Ladies wear suits. So it doesn't have to be just male cards, but I think predominantly, I suppose you would go, this is a male set because it is obviously a Happy Father's Day, but you've obviously got Happy Birthday, Thank You, You're the Best, can be used for anybody. Just change the colours up to whatever suits that particular person. Okay, so I'm going to now cut myself a bit of basic white. This is regular basic white here, and I'm going to cut this to, I think I want to cut this to 13.1, so that's by, was it 9? Let me just have a look. Yeah, it is. So that's 9, so I'm going to say 13.1 centimetres is what I'm going to take this to. And by 9 centimetres. And this is going to be my bit I'm going to do some stamping or some embossing on. So I've got this, and what I want to do is I want to put some score lines in this now. So half of 9 is going to be 4.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop one score line. That's 5.5. That doesn't work right. So I'm going to pop one score line down the centre at 4.5 centimetres. So basically all I want you to do is, if you're going to replicate this and you're using different sizes, just find a score line down the centre of your card, and then I'm going to go 0.5 centimetre increments. So I'm going to take that to 5 centimetres, and then I'm going to take that to 5.5 centimetres. Okay, and then I'm going to turn that round and I'll take it to 4.5 again, which is where my first score line was. I'll take that to 5 and 5.5. So I'm just going to do that. Do I want to add another score line in? I will see whether or not I want to add some more score lines, but can you see what I've gone and done now? I've just gone and scored my my bit of card. So it's very similar to actually what Jay did the other day with this card here. He's gone and popped some score lines on here, and I suppose I might actually do it that way. Seeing how Jay's done his one initially, we've actually got the score lines raised rather than being... I will work it out. I will see what way I want to do that. So it works both ways, indented or the raised, the embossed side. Can you see that on camera? Yes, you can. So good. So that's what I wanted to do there. I may add 2 more score lines either side, but I will decide that once I've done the next part, if it actually needs it. So I'm going to grab myself a bit of scrap paper, and I am going to do some die cutting. And I am going to grab my stitched rectangles. And I'm going to do...
Guesses are in.
Guesses are in. Hopefully you've been kind to me tonight.
Zeros.
Zeros. No pressure. So I'm using the rectangle stitched, the stitched rectangle dies. The product number is right there if you'd like to purchase them. So it's 151820. These are a great set. These are staying as well. As you can see, they are nested and they are stitched both sides. So you'll get a stitching on the inside to the bit which I'm going to use, but it actually will give you a stitching on the outside. So if you were to cut this the perfect ratio to this rectangle as well, you get a nice stitching on this one, which is really, really pretty. So these are an essential, I would say, for your crafty stash. So I'm going to bring in my Suki for this one. This will go through the mini Suki, but the reason I'm not using that one for this one is that I haven't cut the paper down to size, and it's just easier for me to pop it in that way and round. Okay. So, and if you're using, a little tip for you, if you're using your dies and you've got a straight edge, do not run it through the machine straight. You will struggle. It will clonk. It will just struggle to get over a flat line. So if you've got a solid line, just die cut it at a slight angle. It will go through your machine so much easier. Okay. You won't have any of that resistance when it gets to it because it's got a smaller edge to go through. So if you do find that you are struggling with straight edge dies, rotate it and pop it in at a slight angle like you can see I've done there, and you will have no problems with them going through. Alright, so that's that. So you can see there I've got this lovely stitching on the inside, but if I was to use this as well, I've got stitching now on the bit which I'm going to be chucking away, but you can obviously cut that down to a nice size if you want to.
You can make like aperture.
You can get aperture cards. You can do some really nice stuff. So good. So that's that. And I'm going to be using the bow tie for this one. So Jay on his card used the ties. So I'm going to use the bow tie, and I'm going to use Happy Birthday to You on this one. So that's that. And I'm going to use some memento. So I'm going to...
Today is the last day of the month. We are tied.
Are we really? Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Do you need more glue?
I know I'm going to lose it, aren't I? There's bound to be something that I'm...
Has it been that quick? The month has gone so quick.
I know.
I remember you complaining last time. Oh, I have too many.
So I'm going to do this first on a bit of scrap paper, and I'm going to die cut this out because it may look better. It's because it's got a lovely bow tie. This has got a lovely die cut which goes with it. So we are tied to the
That's why you do a shiny.
The pressure is really on to get a 0 tonight. I think I'm organised, but I could be wrong. Alright, so I'm going to bow tie this out. I'm going to die cut. I'm going to die cut this out. I'm going to die cut.
To see you try.
I'm going to die cut the bow tie. Oh no, this one has. Oh yes, it has. Oh, I panicked. I thought something hasn't got a die. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to bring in the Suki again. There is one thing that I thought to myself, I need to remember to bring. Oh no, I can't.
What What is it?
There's a bit of tape on the top here which I can use.
Washi. Is it there not one in the toolbox?
What's that?
I don't know. Made you look. Made you look.
Oh. There should be one at the toolbox. You'd think, wouldn't you? Maybe, yeah. It's full of hair, but yes, I can use it. I'll just clean that off. Anyone with animals, you know what I mean. Cat hair gets absolutely everywhere. Or animal hair. So what I'm going to do is, you can't really see what I'm doing here at the moment. I'm just going to pop a bit of washi tape on this. Because this isn't a magnetic platform, I'm just going to pop a bit of washi tape just to stop it from moving. Now our plates are relatively flat anyway, but I do just want to just make sure that this sticks. I'm just going to take this off camera so I can get my head over the top of it and pop it in. So just a little bit of washi tape on both sides, just to make sure I get a nice cut on this. Okay, and then I'm just going to run this through the machine.
Everyone's saying, "You got this." Sherry said. Betty said, "I have faith in you, Barry. You got this, Barry." It says.
So there we go. So I've got a nice bow tie there. And the only reason I've done the washi tape is to make sure it doesn't move, because I know on my prototype it did move. And I've got a big camera in the way, so it's hard for me to look over the top. So I'm just going to put those there for later on. So, good.
Hi, Julianne. First time saying hi.
Hi, Julianne. Yes, thank you for joining us. So that one there is going to go in like that, and then I'm going to take my. Yes, for anyone who's watching this for the first time, obviously anyone who leaves a comment in the side here will be in with a chance of winning this card, which I'm making. So it doesn't matter where you live in the world, we will post it to you. So don't feel that you're, if you like it that is, and you want it, just send us an email if your name gets pulled up, and it's yours. So yes, so Julianne, good luck. So I'm just now going to use, I've stamped up the happy birthday to you sentiment, and I'm just going to pop this down the bottom like that. I'm hoping that's straight. Again, I've got a camera in the way, I can't really see too well. There we go. Alright, so that's that one. And I am now going to just colour. So I'm going to go green. I've got a thing for green. I'd like this at the moment. So I'm going with Just Jade, and I'm going to colour this. We're going to have a green bow tie.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kathy.
So what's everyone's weather like today? I tell you, it's raining cats and dogs here at the moment.
Not quite.
Well,
just cats, maybe.
Just cats.
It's not heavy. It's not.
Okay. It's been consistent all afternoon anyway.
Ooh,
and it's cold.
What colour are you using?
I am using Just Jade.
Ooh. Where's your hand? Where's your hand?
Just Jade. So I'm just going on this. Just going to colour this in. That's good. There we go. And, oh no, I don't want to use that one just yet. I want to colour in the middle part. So I'm just going to colour this all in green. Or Just Jade. That one there. And then I'm going to take the dark And I'm just going to go, you've got these crease lines which are on here already. So I'm just, nothing fancy, I'm just going to go over and I'm just going to put some dark lines and just thicken up those lines there, and then I'll just like that, and then I'm just going to take the light and then I will then just soften those down again and blend it out. And I'm also going to be a little bit, I'm going to leave some lines, I'm just going to flick it because it's, hopefully in my opinion, that like makes it look a little bit more fabricy. So I'm not going to worry if it looks a little bit scribbled, because I think it just adds a little bit more to the dimension of the actual fabric. So that's that. So I have that one right there, and that can go on top right here. So I will use this on some dimensionals. So if you didn't have a die cutting machine, it wouldn't be a problem. You could quite easily cut yourself out a rectangle with a trimmer. You can quite easily, and then you can then stamp this directly onto this. So it's not, this is one of those cards, and obviously if you've got a trimmer, you would have seen me at the beginning using my trimmer to do my score lines. So it's one of those cards which you don't need to have everything under the sun to be able to make it. Now the second card is going to be a little bit different. Let's come over the edge a little bit. Let's just trim that one off. See, this is still taking me half an hour just to do a simple card.
It was -1 where Brenda Crawford is.
Wow. Okay.
Skin of Snow this morning.
I can't believe you still get. Well, it feels really weird because Easter was so early this year. It feels like we should be a lot further along in the year. To me, so.
Monday is +6 today.
I was speaking to Krista earlier on. She said she's got the air conditioning on because it's really hot apparently where she is in Pennsylvania or something else. Really?
Susan, it's cloudy and cold in northern Illinois. How do you pronounce it?
Illinois, I would say. Did I put? How did you say it, Jay?
No.
Here you go, Krista. If he's just pronounced, if you're watching, if he's just pronounced that wrong, Illinois is what he just said. I'm pretty sure it's Illinois, isn't it? So, Krista, if you're watching now, you can get your own back on Jay for saying Basingstoke.
85 degree. It's sunny. It's cloudy and cold compared to the 85 degrees from yesterday.
Okay. So I'm going to use a coordinating one on this one here. So I'm going to go with the next die up, and I'm going to use this and Just Jade, and I'm going to cut out a coordination layer, and I'll let you decide if you actually want me to use it. You may not like it, so I'm correct. Good. I don't think Krista's on today, actually, but we took the mickey out of her the other day for pronouncing Basingstoke wrong. And now Jay can get his own back. No, Krista can get her own back.
I only said it, so...
Yeah, right, whatever. Don't try and worm your way out of it.
You know I pronounce things wrong anyway all the time.
So that's that. So I will now ask you if you want me to use the layer of Just Jade. So that's going to go like that, and that will go like that, and then that will then go on top of my card. So it's kind of going to be a white on white. Or I could do, if you want me to, I could always do another Just Jade layer. So let's have a little look at what that looks like. Tommy, you're right on my trimmer. Proper with laying on top of the trimmer. No wonder we get cat hair everywhere. So I cut that to 9.5, didn't I? So I only want 9, so I only want a very thin layer here. So I'm going to take this to 9.3. and it was 13.1, so I'll take that to 13.4. Which will be that one. So we have a thin layer around that one, and then we have this one like that. So do you want the layers? Do you want the Just Jade layers on this? Or do you want 2 layers? 1 layer? Or no layers? Or what don't know, actually that one there might actually look quite nice. Let me have a little think. Let me know what you want. Whilst I'm going to take a slurp of my tea quickly. Hang on. So we have yes layers. Yes, that looks yes to all layers. Much better, all layers. Okay, all layers. I think it is. All layers, good. That looks like a winner. So I'm just going to go ahead. So if you were doing this, if I'd actually thought of doing an all layers, I would have cut this part. I would have gutted this part here to actually save on cardstock, but that's not an issue. And do I want to go with a raised up? So I'm going to go this side here. And that's going to go.
What is it?
Minnie wants Jay. You can probably hear her in the background, and once she's got it in her mind that she wants some attention, she doesn't shut up. Okay, so that's going to go like that. I'm going to stick this one down flat onto the Just Jade layer there. No, she's not hungry, Mandy. She just wants some. They've already been fed. Well, they've had starters. We only gave them a smaller scoop. They were really hungry early tonight. So they just had a small scoop this evening. No, does anyone see where I put my dimensionals?
It's over here.
No, it's not over there. It's over there.
Look over there.
So I'm just gonna use everything up. And this one goes on some dimensionals. Like that. And then what we will do is we'll stick this on, and then we will stick the whole thing to the card, and voila, we are complete with card number 1.
What's that? All the layers.
Yes. That is just screaming out for some Winkostella though on that bow tie. I haven't used Winkostella for a long time. There we go. Perfect. Liquid glitter. Amazing. Just realised I've left the cap off of this. So it's probably going to dry out on me. No, that's good. And we'll stick this down like so. And there we have it. So again, change this to whatever colour you want. So this could be, because it's a one colour card, you can make this whatever you like. Suitable to the person's favourite colour. Really, really simple. And again, I think the bow tie is more universal, I would say, for male and female, or maybe an actual tie. So again, this can be quite easily used for, again, you could use anyone's favourite colour. Obviously, if they're a pink person, let's have a pink bow tie. Bow ties on ladies as well are normal. So I think this set is perfect for male and female. Which is great, and you can see the Winker Stella which we've got on there just makes that bow tie just glimmer. So there we have it. There is card number 1 ready. So some lucky person is going to win this one tonight. So if you've left a comment on the side, this is the card you may win. Okay, so I'm just going to get myself ready for card number 2, and I just need to make sure, do I need any of these?
Love the card. Really simple but great card.
It is really simple, and you don't even have to do the layers on it. You can quite easily just keep it really simple and not do any layers. So you don't need everything. So that, there we go. Krista, you come on, good. You I think you've only just popped in. You can take the Mickey out of Jay because he just pronounced Illinois. So you can get your own back now for Basingstoke. Good. All right. So
You didn't have to tell everyone.
I didn't have to say everyone. I know. Okay, well, I think it's funny.
No, Minnie.
Good. So card number 2. So this one's going to be a little bit more technical, and yeah, we will have a little look. Right. So let's bring in my stuff. So I've gone ahead and I've gone and cut, so you can see how much stuff I've actually got in this pot now. For card number 2, I'm going to take all of this card out here. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to be using a lot of the dies on this one. So I'm going to be using the shirt or the suit maker. So that one, that one, that one, that one, the tie, and the pocket for now is what I'm going to be using. And there's 2 bow ties on here as well, so which is great. So you've got your chunky one, or you've got your nice thin one. So depending on what the person likes. So lovely. So these are the suit and tie dies. Again, another lovely collection. And I don't think I need my oh yes, I do need my rectangles for this one. So let's just pop those to one side. There, good. Okay, so where am I? I've got myself my card base. I've got myself that, and I need myself some of that for the time being. So I've gone ahead and I have gone and already pre-cut my card base. So this is the same measurements as the first card, so it's like your 10th fold. And I've done this to just make sure I've got this correct. So it's 10.5 centimeters wide by, and I want to take that to 11.5 inches. So which is 29.2, and that's that. And then I want to score it again in half at 14.6. Okay, so that's my halfway point. And then I want to score this in half again at 7.3. So half of 14.6 is 7.3. So I'm going to then score this in half again. 7.3. Right there. Okay. So that's that. I've got myself a bit of card here, and I want this to be 10.5 by 14.6. So this is the same size as the actual card front once it's folded. Okay, colour I'm using as well is Misty Moonlight for this one. And we're going to be making an easel card, so that's going to go over like that. And then I then fold this one in on itself like that. And then that there is going to create my easel, and then this one will then go on top like this for that one. Okay, so let's prepare some other elements as well. I need to die cut with my rectangles, so I just need to just see what one I did. It's there. So I used a smaller size down, so I just need to pop these away. So I've used the next sizes down for these ones. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the larger one out in some silver foil. So I'm going to cut this one out here with some silver foil. Remember what I told you just a moment ago as well with your angles. So pop it in there straight, but turn it at an angle so it starts on the smaller edge first. It goes through your machine easier. And depending on how dirty your plates are or well used, you may, especially on the foil, you may get some imprints on this. So just be aware of that one. The foil does pick up a lot of impressions from the mats, but it's going to get covered up anyway with a sentiment, so it's not a issue. Okay, and then I'm going to just stamp my sentiment on this one. So I've got this here. Now the sentiment I wanted to use was, I'm going to do this as a Happy Father's Day card. Happy Father's Day handsome isn't something I would say to my dad. I'm so sorry, he's not watching. Mum, you're probably giggling away now. I wouldn't say Happy Father's Day handsome. That's just not something I would say. It's not us. So I'm sorry. I'm removing the handsome. I'm sure Mum, he's a very handsome man. I'm sure you think that, but it's not something I would say to him. So I just need to pop the post-it note over the top of that one, but that's not working. That's not sticking on, so I'm going to be using... Yeah. So I'm just going to use a little bit of washi tape here, just to cover up the handsome.
Sticky note.
Yeah, the sticky note I couldn't get to stick.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So
I'm late. I've got
so all I've done is I've just, you can use it, but you can use that. But I think because I'm only on the edge of this, the sticky note isn't sticky enough to stick. So there's not enough. So I'm using some washi tape here. So I'm just going to do that, cover up the handsome, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then grab my Misty Moonlight, and then I'm going to ink this up. Remember to remove the washi tape or your post-it note before you stamp down. I've heard of people doing that. So then what you can do is you then remove this and then stamp. I'm going to give myself some room like that.
Sherry said she wouldn't say that to her father as well.
No. And I'm not happy with how I've just stamped that because I must have got some ink somewhere. So I'm just going to do that again.
It is a weird sentiment.
I think it is a weird
It
sentiment.
sounds like you could, if you're giving it to either your partner or like
Yeah, I suppose if you're maybe giving it to I suppose a partner giving it to your husband or to the partner, to the partner. I think Happy Father's Day Handsome it works quite well. I suppose. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it like that. It works quite well coming from a partner's point of view, but I don't think it work. I don't think it works well coming from the siblings' point from the child's point of view. It's just not something you would say. But yeah, if you were giving this to your partner from you, yeah, that would work.
Yeah, Mandy said she had to do that once or twice herself. Oh, Cher said, yes, I would give that to my husband for sure.
Yeah, I think that works coming from that perspective. So let's just see if I can stamp this again better. That's fine.
And Bianca said that will give a funny print with the washi tape. Another technique, washi tape.
It is, yeah. It's one technique I haven't actually. I've seen it being done, but I haven't actually done it. And there we go. We've got Happy Father's Day there. I might actually need to re-ink our blueberry. Oh, our Misty Moonlight Jay. It feels. We don't have the refill for this one, but no, it's going a little bit.
It is well loved.
Since we've had the blending brushes, we're using a lot more ink. We've never really had to use re-ink our pads that often, have we, Jay? Because we don't use them like that. But now we've got the blending brushes, we're getting through a lot more ink.
Yes.
And then that then goes, and then that fits this rectangle one right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just die cut this one out for you.
Mandy said, time to cut up your stamp set.
Yeah, maybe, because I'm never going to use that Handsome. I don't think the Handsome might work separately on might work nicely as a separate note, but I don't think on this one it's just not. So maybe, yes, we're not.
We tend to not.
We tend to not cut our stamp sets up, but you know what? Maybe this might be the one which we do.
Because it might go to another home.
Yes, I suppose, because we do, once the stamp sets are retired, we do sell our stuff on as well. We sell all of our retired items. So the person who receives it obviously will then want to get a full set. So that's why we tend not to cut our sets up. And what we tend to do as well with selling our retired items is we do a bog off. So it's a buy one get one free normally. So you buy the stamp set for the catalogue price, even though it's used, but then you would get the opportunity to pick something out of the catalogue, out of the new catalogue, for the same value. So you're basically getting the stamp set free of charge. So that's what we tend to normally do, isn't it? And we did an online event last time, didn't we, with our one? So that would work. So we might run that again for our UK attendees.
Or if afterwards we'll put it on the website.
Or afterwards, yeah, we may pop them up on the website, which will then open it up a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to then just stick this down on my one which I did earlier on. So that's given me. So this is basically my stopper now. So that can then get itself set up and stuck. She's laughing at me. That's that one. Okay, so now I need to think about how I'm going to do this. Let me look at my prototype here for a moment. Okay, I need to, on the bit which I cut the 14 by 6 by 10 and a half, I need to cut this V out of this. So I've got a lot of die cutting going on now, so I'm just going to move a little bit, give myself a little bit more breathing room. And so I need to cut this out, and then I then need to cut some more stuff out with some scraps. So this is where this set is now actually really fun. I didn't know when I got it out earlier on, I thought, oh, how do I do this? But I'm going to pop my V in like this, and I found I just needed to just come up just a fraction, so I just needed to be probably about 1/8 of an inch over the top. I think worked quite nicely. And I will need to use some washi tape, but I'm going to make sure I stick on this side of the washi tape and not this side, because this bit is going to be your throwaway part, and this part is going to be the card. So if it tears it, then it's not too much of an issue on that part there. So keep that straight, and that goes in like so.
Jeanette, come on. What's the score at? I reckon 2.
2-0 at the moment. At the moment, he says. And then I'm going to then just take this off here. Okay, you can see it just tore it just a tiny bit, but that's why it's fine. The card has 2 bits of paper, 2 sides, so if I can use this part for some scraps later on for doing some small bits if necessary. So that's my first part of my card. Then I need to then take another piece of Misty Moonlight, and I need to cut this part right here. So I'm just going to pop that in. Oh, Tommy wants to see, and he's just going to tread on all the paper which is there. How rude of us. We will put our paper on the sofa, won't we? Yeah. Which he wants to come and then sit on. So I'm just going to cut this out here. And bring that back. Oh, actually, I know what I was going to do with this one. Okay, again, I will give you the opportunity on this one. I've got that one, but I wanted to cut this in a lighter colour. So I'm going to do it again. So I'm not sure if this will work, how it will look, but we will see. Sorry, my paper's just hit the mic. So that one there. So I will ask you in a second what one you want. If you want a light blue, I think it might actually be a little bit too light. That's it. Or actually, okay, I'm going to go, because this is a coordinating colour in the suite which I'm using for the designer series paper, which is Pool Party. Good, so that's that one. So the next part will really be depending on what we decide to use. So I will show you the designer series paper which is going to go underneath. So I'm actually going to be using some brand new designer series paper. So the paper I'm using is the new, let's get this out for you. So this isn't available yet, but this will be available in a few, or not long actually, for about 5 days now. 4th of May, this will be available from, and it's got a hand pen designer series paper, and it's lovely. It's really nice and floral. It's really good. It's got some nice subtle colours on there. This is using some of the nice new ink colours which are coming out. It's really nice, and you've got some nice plain patterns on the back as well. And I thought this one here made a really nice shirt. It's very similar to a shirt which very similar to the shirt which I'm maybe wearing right now, as in I've got a shirt which is very similar to this actually. I should have worn that, shouldn't I? So that's what I'm going to be using. Alright, so, and this is Highland Heather. So that's going to go on like that. So do we want a collar or your bits on the side like this to match the same, or do you want a balmy blue, which I don't actually know if that works right now, or would you like a pool party? I am going to be using a bow tie, not a bow tie, I am going to be using a tie which I have already pre-cut and coloured. So I think that's going to go in. Actually, I think I'm going to go tone on tone because I think it becomes too much actually. Because by the time I've built the whole shirt up. So I think I'm gonna go tone on tone. It doesn't work, I don't think, having that on there. I'm gonna make the decision myself, I think, now. So that's how that's gonna go in there like that. Okay. So that one. What I decided I was gonna do with the, what's that? Sorry?
Mandy said, look at the blue pants. Or turn that front upside down and looks like pants. Yes, I do see that.
What, that?
The V, yeah, turn it upside down. No, the other one, the one on the card part.
What, that?
Yeah, pants.
Oh yeah.
Did you not see that?
No, you know what? I hadn't seen that at all.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen trousers. You're saying pants, and I'm thinking of something different. Whereas pants, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking of underwear when you say pants. So yeah. So that's that. So I don't see underwear. Maybe some Y fronts. Maybe, who knows? So
Big shorts.
So I'm going to be using, this is the collar, and so what I've got here is I've got a bit of designer series paper. This is measuring 3 inches by 6 inches, and this is just enough. This is bigger than we actually need, but it allows me to get the bottom part out here, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and just die cut this out, so I'm getting the best out of my designer series bit of paper here.
Ooh. You can make a slimline card with pants and...
You can, yes. Ooh, slimline cards. So that's that one. And good. So that's that. So that will then go behind that one over here. I can then trim myself off this excess down the bottom down here. Like this, just so it goes through the machine. So it goes onto the card even. I think I've got enough off. Yeah, there we go. So that's enough off there. That will then go on top as my collar like that. And then I can then pop your tie underneath. And this is the new, this is pale papaya. This one here, so this is the blend. So I'm going to go ahead, so all I've just gone and done is I've just gone and stamped this and then die cut it out. So you saw Jay the other day, he did one with his one. I've put it somewhere, I can't see it again now.
Your card, my card?
Yeah.
Oh, I took it.
Oh, you've taken it already.
Do you want it?
No, well, no, I don't want it because your thing. It was here, so I could have shown it.
I thought it was in the way, so.
So that's going to go on like so. But what I'm going to do first is, before I stick all of those bits on, I'm going to stick the designer series paper on, just so I can then see where I want to pop my collar. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some glue along the outside of this and come back in the middle, because I want to create like a little bit of a pocket as well, so that I can tuck the tie in afterwards. So that's that. That then is going to go on like that. That's good. So it doesn't matter that it's not centralized, but because I can now just go ahead and stick this on as I wish. Okay, just like so. There.
Hi Pat, hi Julie.
We'll go on with a bit of glue. See, it's very flimsy because there's only a little bit of time, so I'm going to just put a little bit of glue there and there. Just going to spread that out a little bit so it doesn't splodge out over the top. I'm not going too close to the bottom because I want to be able to tuck the tie in as well. So I'm just going to pop that in like that. Why are you laughing at me, Jay?
No, Linda said it's not working, Jay. I know.
What? Trying to get me to get stuff. No, it's not. Well, it's not happening. And that's on there. What else do you need? So we've got pale papaya, and that's going to go in, and that's going to go up like that, right there. Okay, but because I left a little bit of a pocket there, that can then go in. We can tuck that underneath, down there, and then we can then tuck that like that. One thing I do want to do is, because it's die cut and we've got a little bit of the white on here, I am just going to snip off this white off the top so it doesn't show through on the actual card, because it's just pinging itself through a little bit, which I'm not happy with. So a little bit of glue now on the top here, and I'm just going to pop like a thin, I'll just pop like a little bit of a thin strip down the middle, just so that was set up. Thank you, Sherry. Jay is very sneaky. You've all cottoned onto his sneakiness. And then we can then bring that up and then just tuck that underneath. And then that can go down. So there we have, just centralise that tie. So you could do this in some designer series paper. You can have a nice suit for that and a plain shirt. And that's that one. Then we have got this one right here. So this was my collar, or the edging of my suit. So just pop some glue on this one right here. So like I said, this is a nice fun, I think this is a nice fun set. You could sit down one afternoon and you could then just make up some of these. And there's so many ideas out there, I need to make some ideas to show you, which I've seen people do already, but there's so many different things you can do with this. You can make for, you can definitely theme it for a particular person just by the colour you are using and what you put on it. I think it's great. It's been on our list for a while, Jay, hasn't it? We've only just recently purchased this, but we've I put on the comments that we've only just got it. Yeah. And
we tend to do like a handful of bundles, do classes and videos, and then get some more afterwards. So
yeah.
Then at least we know we're using all of the.
Yeah, we try to make sure to get the best out of what we've actually used, and actually use it. So I actually haven't used the tie here. I will show you on my original one, my prototype, which I did. I actually die cut the tie out with just plain cardstock. I didn't stamp it, and then you can use this part here, which is then for the knot at your top. Okay, and I'll show you that in a moment. How, but you could, I could have done. I suppose I could have done that. I could have stamped that one. No, I still can do that. I think I've got time, haven't I? I am waffling. Sorry, I'm just going off now on them. I'm just playing. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
It is 8 o'clock.
Oh, beautiful color combinations, Angelina.
Thank you, Angelina. So I'm going to just take this tie right here. I'm going to take myself a block.
Vicky's joined us. Hi Vicky, and Joanna as well. Hi Joanna.
And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink up the top half of this tie, and then I will then just pop that down like that. I'll show you how it's actually meant to be used. And then I'm going to use the pale papaya blend. So this is the new Stampin' blends. This is pale papaya. And I will just colour in this knot here at the top. Now I'm not actually going to die cut this out because I don't want the white edge. I need it to go down straight down onto the actual card, but this is really simple to actually just cut because it's just straight edges. And I'm just going to cut along the I'm just going to cut the knot out. This might have to be your substitute for Funfold Friday this week. I haven't recorded Funfold Friday yet, and we're out tomorrow as well.
Oh yes, we are.
So, what would you like to see for Funfold Friday this week? I know some of you have already emailed us, so with ideas. So that is in the that is on my list of things to do. But yeah, what else would you like to see? And then we can then just pop that in there. It doesn't really show up too much. It shows up more on a plain bit of card rather than doing it, but at least there you can see that it has actually, it is a separate piece, and they can feel that there's a knot there. So it's one of those cards which you may want to touch. So just good. Right. Let's.
Betty says, "Never say sorry for playing with us. We love hanging out with people."
Good. Thank you very much. I'm going to cut the pocket out now.
That looks nice. Maureen said a shutter card.
Shutter cards. Oh yeah,
We do, yeah.
Is that the one where as you open it, is that the shutter card?
I think so.
As you open it up, it's kind of like a gatefold, isn't it? You open it up and then does it move the mechanisms inside to reveal something? Is that what you mean by a shutter card? If it is, that is something that is on my list of things. A card I've never made, so I need to do that. That is one. I don't think I will be a Dutch fold. Ooh, I've heard of that one as well. Dutch fold.
I think it's the one with the one on top and then two at the bottom.
Oh, actually, I haven't done that. Yeah, I want an easy one for Friday. Bear in mind that I haven't actually recorded it yet, and I've only got one day to do it, record it, and to then edit it. So I need something which is simple. So I think a shutter card will have to go for another day. So I've got my pocket, and you can see this pocket is great as well. It's got the nice stitching on it. So that's going to go down like that. And I'm going to just stick this down flat. But if you just are careful, if you just put some glue around the edges and don't glue at the top, you can actually make that, and you could probably tuck something into that as well and actually use it as a proper pocket. And I think what I've seen some people doing as well with this is that they've got the pocket upside down, and then that acts as like your little pocket square, which you have for your suits. So do remember, if you do like anything you've seen us using, you can purchase this from us. So links to our online shop are down in the description as well. And please remember to use the current host code if you do shop with us to receive a freebie gift the following month, which would be great. And we love supplying you with free stuff. So that's that. All I need to do now is I just now need to finish this off. You could do all sorts of this. You could run this through the embossing machine. You could die cut. But I think we just need to have a simple suit And then I'm just going to, because I cut this initial layer the same size as this one. Actually, I will need to, because I've used...
What you need?
No, I don't need anything. But it looks ugly on the back, so I may need to just cut myself a little bit of the basic white just to cover up and hide that back in there. So if I cut myself a little bit of basic white measuring, so we know it's 10.5 wide, so if I cut it to the same, let's just have a little look at the back. Yeah, if I go 10.5, and then I need to, I need to at least have that as 7, so 10.5, which was that one. I need to at least have it as being 7.3. So if I take that to 7.5, that will then just tuck itself under the fold. And this then makes itself perfect, so you can then write your sentiment on the back of this part right here. So let's stick this down. And then that just covers up the workings and the workings of the card. $100 bill. Well, you're generous, Pat. Yeah, we don't have £100. The highest we have denomination is 50s, isn't it? Have we ever had Have we ever had anything higher than £50? I don't actually know.
I haven't seen one.
And then we then stick this down. But remember, now what we want to do is we want to stick this to the bottom part. And just by popping that in, you know that one there is slightly bigger, so that gives you a guide on where not to actually stick it. And then we can then stick this down like that. And you can obviously put your, so you can write your sentiment on the inside as well. And then we will then take the stopper which we did from earlier on.
I just read Pat's comment. You have to give it to me. Give me money.
What, with $100 bill in it?
Yeah. 1,000 bills in Canada. Oh, gee.
Yeah, we're only 50, aren't we?
Shall I Google?
And then we're just popping this one here on some dimensionals. May as well just use that last one up so I can just get rid of that bit, that strip of paper. It's uneven now. Oh no. And we'll do this. So we are nearly finished. So if you want to win the first card which we made, which was this one right here, get your comments into the side and we'll be picking a drawing in a second once we've finished this. So when doing an easel card, what you do need to do is you just need to make sure that you decide where you want it to actually go, and then you want to stick it, because you kind of want this to then bounce back on itself and then so it stands up. And yeah, so make sure you pop it in a place where it's going to catch. And then this isn't too bad because it's quite a heavy card here, whereas some cards this is still quite springy and then will then come up over this, so you just need to be aware when you're putting your stopper in where you actually want it to be. So I'm going to bring that down like so. I just realised I used the wrong bit of cardstock for my...
Did you use Knight of Navy?
No, I think, yeah, I must have picked up I think this is a bit of card which I was doing my prototype on, and just realised it's a different blue.
It's actually
but you know
quite
what?
nice.
It's actually quite nice. And you know what I've also gone and done is that I actually meant to pop it on the silver, which I cut out. But for some reason I stuck it on the bit which I didn't do. So that should have had, I just realised that, that was meant to have a silver on it, but maybe that's a happy accident. It actually hasn't done that, and that is.
I think that works.
I think that works. That should have been like that, and if I go with that's how it should have been, which, you know what, I think maybe I've made a bit of a happy accident. That's what it should have been. So do you prefer it that way? Because I can always take it off. What do you think works better? Obviously I'll take it off afterwards, I think. The sentiment with the mirror card behind, or the sentiment with the blue behind it. That shouldn't have happened. So good. There we go. There is our cards. So that's one side, and we're going to pick a winner very, very shortly for tonight's stuff. And there's loads. You get loads of offcuts of this. You can then make some other stuff. And I'm going to have to make some cards now with these two bits right here, just so they don't get wasted. So what did we say? Was anyone who'd like it better with the dark blue?
Blue.
Yeah, I think that's a happy. I think that was a happy accident actually popping that on the wrong colour blue as well.
Yeah.
See, these things happen for a reason, don't they? So Jay is just finishing up the last minute names. I'm sure, hopefully, he's got something which he can show you as well whilst I'm getting that all ready. See, if anyone could see the table now after I've crafted to after Jay's crafted, you would never think that I've been crafting. So yeah, so keep an eye out for our classes as well online. We have got our classes there for you. We are working with Butterfly Brilliance next time, is the next set we are using. For anyone who joined us last night, it's not going to be as intense as last night's class, but we will have some simple cards, and we will have a fancy fold. But yeah, we did the lovely ledge pop-up card in our class last night. It was a bit challenging, but I think everybody enjoyed it. And they've now got the PDF instructions to go with it, which is great. So you've got the instructions and a video to have a little look at that and go again. So I'm just getting all the names ready. Yeah. So I think Jay's put all the names in for us. So lovely and good.
You still have to move stuff.
And there we have it. And that folds, and obviously, that folds flat. So for postage, again, it will go through as being a large. Well, yeah, probably a large letter because there is a little bit of height on that. But that's the whole idea. It goes through, and then they get it. They just then open it up, and then it just sits on the side like that. And new paper and new colours as well.
And I mentioned that we're going to be using that for our TNT.
For our TNT, yes.
Craft retreat.
So lovely. All right, so we have everyone's names in. So Jay is just going to quickly show you some stuff.
Yes, so this was, I'm sure you've seen this on the last live a couple of weeks ago, but this is the one that I created last night during the class with the ledge. It is marked just so to show the attendees which bit is glued, and I did a long tall one instead of the triple one that was on my original, which is this one. So that's quite cool. So yes,
so that is still available. If you would like to purchase the tutorial for that, are we selling the tutorial for that one?
Yeah, I can set that up on.
So if you'd like the
website.
tutorial, we have actually done a PDF tutorial for that now. So if anyone would like the instructions for that, it is available. So it will be available soon. Jay will pop that on the website for you to purchase if you like. Yeah. Just giving him a job which he didn't intend to do.
Thanks. And this one was created for the Spot Challenge blog. The theme this week is ink blending. So as Barry mentioned earlier, we love the blending brushes. So I used the blending brushes and actually did a watermark stamping. It's so subtle that you have to like really look into the card to see some stamping on the background as well as the basic pattern stencil or mask, I think it's called. So yes, so with the butterfly brilliance, I love that set. Cool. So we'll.
Excellent. So have you seen any last minute names there? Which is anything new there which you looked at
Nope,
last minute?
I have everyone. Yeah.
Good, excellent. So we are going to pull up the. I think it's the other one. That's it. We're going to do the live drawing right now. So
okay. Good luck, everyone. Fingers crossed.
Valerie! Well done, Valerie. Message us, details popping up along the screen there.
Email us, yeah.
Yeah, email us, barryandj@mitosucrafts.com, please, if you would like to receive that card. So, well done, Valerie.
Yay! Congratulations.
So, the first card is coming to you. Well done.
Oh.
He looks good. He looks good in the bow tie. Let's see. Very similar to my.
Minnie just nudged me.
It's a different colour.
She wanted your card.
I'm in an old man shirt today. I've got a pocket. Excellent. Okay, so we will be back with you. I think that's everything we need to discuss, isn't it?
Yes.
Good.
On
We will be
Sunday.
back with you on Sunday night. Jay will be crafting with you on Sunday. We're using the same set again, I think.
Yeah.
Or I'll be. I don't know. I've got a few ideas for Sunday as well, so we could. We'll see. We'll discuss it. It may be Jay. It may be me. Who knows?
Cool. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And pop in a comment on the replay.
Good. Excellent. Right. Well, we will see you on Sunday. Same time, same place.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.